Hey, you. I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered, what am I doing here? And why is it so complicated? And what's going on with the world? And how do I fit in? Well, that's a question a lot of us ask. Hello, this is Nishan from my soul, my compass, my playground. That's my new social media handle, I guess you can say. My persona, my, how can I say this? Realization that I received from an inspiration, I guess you can say, that I've had this all my life, but I just realized recently, like an epiphany came to me saying, you should be talking to people and just discover. Sorry about that. My dog had to go and do his doo-doo as I'm taking him for a walk. Where was I? Here's my dog. Gosha, Gosha, Gosha. Hello, Gosha. Say hello. Yeah, he's too busy doing what he wants to do. Yeah, where was I saying? Um, Wanting, well, sometimes you feel that there's way too many things happening and you're unclear and you want some direction. So, well, hello. What we are going to talk about in this journey of discovery, I guess, what I want to tell you is that don't worry, you'll figure it out. It took me 50 years to do that, and it's never too late because time is irrelevant, and all of us have our own way of finding our, I guess you can say, path or paths, multiple paths that we take in our journey for growth, expansion. As the more you learn, you realize there's emotional intelligence. Oh, there's a squirrel. Okay, gotcha. Okay, good. He didn't see that. Okay, and feeling that there's more to know, that you should be knowing, that you forgot. When I say forgot, that when you came into this physical existence, you decided what you want to do before you're born. And we'll talk about it later in details. There's so much to talk about. Don't know where to start, but I guess for my first intro video, I guess you can say, talking about my, or our, shall I say, our collective journey. We're all together. We're all as one. We all belong to the same universe. Source, God, the divine, higher being, anything you want to call it, is the same. Doesn't matter. Um, Wants us to live in this physical experience, to see the world through our own eyes, mine, yours, our experiences, mine, yours, and to see how we are going to be able to manage all the challenges that we created, because everything we have are created by us. We are creators, master creators. Our soul is a manifester. We manifest everything, positive, negative. We do that. It's our choosing. We set up the blueprint. We decide what I want to do, and we decide when to be born, to who, to whom, which parents, what environment, and we come to Earth because Earth is our playground. And the only thing is that we forget is our compass. So your soul knows who they are. Your compass is lacking when you're born. You forget. So we're trying to remember and find our compass and direct us to the right path and get us to find. Sorry, there's somebody walking closer. I don't want my dog to go crazy at him. So our soul has decided to enter this lifetime, either being a new soul or being reincarnated due to some karmas that are unresolved, or wanting to discover new experiences in order for us to grow. As the more we learn, the more we grow. And we try to figure out, once we're born, once we forgot what we came here for, and using our own internal compass, gauged by our emotions and feelings, that could be negative, positive, but we throw for the positive because that will help us to spiral up towards bliss. And in doing so, we have our own playground, and that's planet Earth. We do fun things, or we achieve to, or thrive to do fun things, but then we also find other new methods, ideas, opportunities to test things out, to see how things work, to see how it feels like. And that normally is okay, because remember, we forgot. So we do different things. Sometimes we fail, sometimes we succeed. And very few of us do find it, or do find their bliss, lack of, for lack of better terms. And sorry, I'm saying "and" a lot. Ooh, it's really cold. I'm freezing. But anyway, basically, just want you to follow me with my journey, with my growth, because I want to help you. That's my calling. I discovered recently, because I didn't know what my purpose was. And now I have. And my purpose, as we go and discover what your purpose is, to get that direction in finding your journey. So my purpose as far as my humble human mind can understand, it came with my inspirations, it came with little feelings, it came with different, multiple events that happened, which are not connected to each other, but are not even related, but actually they are connected. Sorry, they're not related, but they are connected to each other. It's my higher being, my soul, is directing me to, and here I am. I'm here to enlighten. I'm here to guide, be an usher, showing the path or paths that you can take alongside me on your own. Everybody has their own different, unique path. Mine is different than yours. Not necessarily more fun or boring, but everyone has his own. But that is my way of telling you that, hey, you're not alone. You can do this. We all got each other. We just have to remember that all that we're doing is to be able to, all that we are doing is helping the collective consciousness of humanity on this planet Earth, among other, beings. Don't want to go too woo-woo here for you, but we'll get there. And able to, our main goal, our soul's goal is to ascend to higher dimensions. Because now we're in the densest dimension, third dimension that we live in right now. But there's multiple dimensions, by the way. But just for the sake of physical sanity, next dimension, fourth, fifth. Well, I want to say thank you for listening to me. If you choose to join me in this discovery and this voyage that we're on, the voyage that is comprised of multiple different paths in a journey. Sorry, my dog got tangled on a bush. Yes, so on this journey, and we'll get there slowly but surely. Some faster. Good for you. Let me know what your trick is. But, there's a lot of permission slips, as Bashar would say, to help us to find what keeps us happy, what brings joy, what drives us to do all the positive things that we can do to achieve what our soul wants to achieve. So again, thank you very much. And stay warm, stay cozy, stay humbled. Yeah, my nose is running, it's very cold. And let's co-create. And all I want to say, you're greatly loved. Having said that, just remember to love, shine, and go seek. And let me know in the comments of what you think.